About to get started here. And on the mound today, Zach Eflin. What do you have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
George Springer leading things off and takes a strike. And he'll one. Ball one there. Tap foul at the plate. And a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bo Bichette up to the dish. There's a high chopper and foul ball. Eflin, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Next pitch is outside.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Westberg zips it across. 2 away here in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Anthony Santander at the plate. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being? This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. J0 O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Kevin Gausman.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Lucas makes the catch, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Adley Rutschman stands in now and watches strike one. 1 out, base is empty. That one ripped. Springer drop step going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
2 down, base is empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And there's a ball.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
2 outs, base is empty. That one in there across the letters. And that is out of play. And that misses. The count now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Off balance throw in time, and that ends the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Eflin back to work. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
And that's downstairs and outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one fouled hard the other way.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen aren't known for the speed, but you see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
Digging in, Will Wagner. That one the other way. On to O'Hearn. 1 out in the second. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Line drive. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the second. Now here is Ryan Mountcastle. Gosman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Here's Tyler O'Neill. There's the strike at the knees.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball
ball,
up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. That's too low. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Colton.
2 outs. Pitch misses outside. It's 2-2. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. This to third. Slings it across. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full, no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. At the plate, Ernie Clement. Clement getting to start at third, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2017. Ground ball left side. Westberg fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, center fielder Nathan Lucas.
So up next, Nathan Lucas. On the ground right side. Throws to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder George Springer.
So the batting order turns over. Here's George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Top of the 3rd, no score. And a foul ball. Two one now. And a foul ball. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, shortstop Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Left field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Drops into the glove. And that's the third out. One left for Toronto. And we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. On the ground. And that's just foul. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Here comes a pitch. Just off the outside corner. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Jordan.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 9th, second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
And now it's going to be Jackson Holliday. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fouled off left side. And the 0-2. On the ground to the left. Slings to first. That ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. Back now at Oriole Park. Start of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the first
Really
baseman,
stayed inside that
Vladimir
baseball
Guerrero
to send it
Jr.
to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now doubled in his first AB. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that's ball one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others, and right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Santander aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Goes down looking. And now for the Jays, Will Wagner. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. In there for strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's to third. Quick feed to second for one. Onto O'Hearn. 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Midway in the fourth, no score. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Flied to right his first time. And there's the strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Nobody out, runner at first. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's in there. 0-1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here. He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends this one high in the air and deep to right field. That one back there, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Golden opportunity right here. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. That's inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The 2-1. Swung on, belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. As 2 runs score in the play.
These are the best kind of automatic doubles for an offense. Everyone scores on the play, and they still have a runner in scoring position. And they pitched to him with the base open at first, maybe regretting that a bit, but there's nothing they can do about it now.
O'Neill in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
That misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next offering is down low. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
All over that one right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Swinging a foul out of play. Mountcastle, the runner at third. Cowser on at first with 2 down.
Hey.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and lifted in the air. Springer there makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 2 and the Jays nothing. And we're back.
Leading
and here's
off
the
for
catcher,
Toronto,
Alejandro
veteran
Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk.
Eflin back to work. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for
Now
him.
batting,
Everything was
second
on
baseman,
time and
Andres
fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Bounce to the right, and that goes foul. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to second, might be 2. Throws to Henderson. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Grounded out his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Eflin a move to first, and he dives back in safely. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Strike him out.
Hit on the ground to short. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. That one missed. That one down the line. O'Hearn, he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Orioles 2 and the Jays nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with it.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
So a man at first. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. He's 0 for 1. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Westberg gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Ahí.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And it remains 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Here's a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Out towards right center field. Lucas under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar
Henderson at the plate. How did so many teams pass on this guy in the draft?
Oh, you know the teams were interested, but just went in different directions. Phillies had Bryson Stott graded better, and the Yankees went with Volpe when they had the chance to draft Gunnar. Lots of good players in that draft class, and so good to see them panning out.
Gausman throws over,
he's in there.
and he's back in safely. And that one wrapped foul. That one
ball,
way outside,
2 strikes.
and the count is 1-2. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the number 2 hitter, Adley Rutschman. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander right there to make the grab. And that is that. One left for the Orioles as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Baltimore, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, George Springer. Just missed. Springer, in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2011.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Ball to strike. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now the shortstop, Bichette. Pull for 2 in this one. Late with the swing there.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. In the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. Foul ball there. The Blue Jays down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. That's in there. That's strike 1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Orioles 2 and the Jays nothing. Righty reliever out of the pen, Nick Sandlin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nick Sandlin.
Now at the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. 1 for 2.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Did not go. Up and in. And that's ball 2. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Brendan Little appears to be getting loose. The wind to kick the 2-0. That one missing inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Bichette under this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan.
And next is the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And the
Ball
first
one, no
offering
strike.
is not close. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
2-1.
Mountcastle, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 2 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Cowser, the next to hit, takes ball one. Fastball is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just missed.
Outside.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Three-two, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And the Orioles leave one, but they're on top 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering is downstairs. And there's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Liner, and this could be trouble. Guerrero around second, headed for third. He boots it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Big RBI for him right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Zach Eflin done for the day, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching
Coming on for the Orioles, Andrew Kittredge.
Well, with the runner at third and less than 2 outs, he's coming in looking for strikeouts right here. Balls put in play, give him a good chance at bringing home that run.
Runner at third, nobody out. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Here's the 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Man, that got him square in the mask. In the air, left side. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins sizes this one up. Nabs it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He's grounded out a couple of times. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And here is Nathan Lucas. Has grounded out a couple of times. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Now move to first. Clement back on a dive. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Go to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 93, Jimmy Garcia.
So digging in,
Leading
Cedric
off for the
Mullins.
Orioles, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. That's a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Ground
Nope,
ball
that's
left
foul.
side and foul ball. The 0-2. Got him. And there's one down.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
That one drilled left field. Santander snags it for the second out.
Good piece of hitting right there.
Now
Nice
batting.
hard line drive to the
Second
outfield.
baseman,
You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run.
Holiday.
Can't hang your head on that at all.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a swing and a drive. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He nails one out to right. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 3-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now a chance for Gunnar Henderson. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Swings through that.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Inside.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Aiken.
These are the
Now
spots
pitching
relievers
for the
really make a
Orioles.
name for themselves. Late
Number
and close.
45.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a
Aiken.
reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off
Well,
for Toronto,
1-run game.
center fielder,
Nathan Lucas getting ready to hit. He was late there, strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a ball.
And that one a little bit high. And that one in the air center field. Mullins should have this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
And the batter is George Springer. 1 for 3. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now here is Bo Bichette. And there's a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and it's still a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chad Green.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Rutschman.
There's the strike. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. And that's
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball inside.
Movement in the bullpen. Brendan Little, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Ground ball right
That's
side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 3.
Hey, you got this.
There's a strike.
3-2.
Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. This one in the air. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle. Outside, 1-0. Two outs. And now 2-0.
Inside.
And another ball. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. The 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Lucas makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back,
Orioles.
and here comes the closer, Felix
Number
Bautista.
74.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
The pitch. Santander in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we're starting over. It's 3-3.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and it ties up the ball game. Impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not
1-0.
close with that one, and it's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That's off the mark. 2-0. Meanwhile,
2-0.
activity in the bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated
Now it's the
hitter,
Toronto
Will
designated
Wagner.
hitter, Will Wagner. And ball one.
Ball 1, no strike.
On the ground,
Foul.
down the line, and it's foul. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. Fought off foul. One down, bases empty. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Got him swinging for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I see it more commonly in the sport
Now
these
batting,
days, but
catcher,
man, a
Alejandro
triple-digit
Kirk.
fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And that skips in the dirt. Next
No, that's
offering is
low.
down low. At a count now 2-0. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. O'Hearn makes the play, and that'll do it. Solo homer ties it for Toronto. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now
Brendan
pitching
Little.
for Toronto, number 54, Brendan Little.
And into the box for
Leading off
Baltimore,
for the
Tyler
Orioles,
O'Neill.
left fielder,
0 for 3 in this one.
Tyler O'Neill.
And fouled off. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the closer, is getting loose. And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2. To the right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder, Colton
Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pitch misses. And 1-1.
1-1.
Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He circles the bases, and the Orioles walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
4-3 our final score as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.